day, Meticulous Moments audience. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another amazing session here at the Meticulous Moments podcast, where we facilitate community upliftment through leadership development. And I have the wonderful honor and privilege to spend time with the amazing Ron Smoorenburg today. He's an actor, he's a filmmaker, and he's a martial artist as well. Welcome, Ron. How are you?
Yeah, we're great. Momently, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. Hi everyone. Thanks for watching, and thank you as well for doing this interview.
Thank you, Ron. And we both of us, when we had our virtual coffee, we wanted to give a shout out to Mark Stas, who made this connection for us, who made this interview possible. So thank you to Mark Stas as well. I know you'll be watching this interview and he'll be cheering you on.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. You are the best, man. Mark is a good friend of mine. Yeah. We ever did some fight scenes together in Bangkok. Mark Stas is special. I saw his videos and I said, Mark, man, you should play action movies. And basically he quit his job and did it. So that's life sometimes. Yeah, you just got to do it.
You just got to do it. You do what it takes. And before you know it, you've done it. And, you know, your life is also such a beautiful example, you know, for people out there that really want to follow their dreams. I know you and I talked about that as well. Really want to press in. Tell us a little bit. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start with your childhood. Tell us a little bit more about your childhood, please.
Okay. Well, first of all, I come from the 80s and the early 90s. That was my childhood. So at that time, we had Rocky, the Rocky movies, Rocky 4. We had Van Damme coming up. Jackie Chan was in his highlight. There was the Ninja series. So all the kids were making ninja stars, climbing trees. You know, we were still playing outside that time. We were fighting outside. And you know, old Kung Fu movies. But that time I was skinny. I was a little bit different than other people. I didn't need too many. I didn't need to be in the group. So please remember this, because this comes back later if you don't want to or need to belong in a group. So I was a little bit separate from everyone, but I was skinny boy. Even one time a girl slapped me in the face, and sometimes some guys, they hit me in the stomach, and I didn't do anything back. So I just let it go. And yeah, I didn't cry, but I just let it go. And one time there was Karate Kid, this movie Karate Kid, about a boy who teaches karate, who learned karate from the old, like a karate master, and learn how to block, defend his girlfriend, and all that. And everybody in that party was like, wow, this is so cool. We're going to do karate. But at the end, I was the only one joining a club. And this master, this karate master, looked exactly like Mr. Miyagi. You know, this Japanese master, very mysterious. And so, yeah, and I went to the library to find the books about martial arts, and it was all mystery. It was like, you see these pictures, like they're doing this, and what is this? And how can you defend yourself with it? So it's just a big mystery, and I wanted to find out what this was. And so, and the secret ninja trainings and all of that. So it was all a mystery, and I found out it became my lifestyle. Martial art became my lifestyle, and I started to train karate every day. And I became so crazy from this that I sleep in my karate suit. I sleep in it. Yes, sleep in the karate suit. And my mom said, you're going to die from training, like it's too much. But it is just so cool. I mean, if you see Rocky on TV, right? Everybody at that time, they are muscular. They are fit. Like, look nowadays on TV. I don't know what's going on today with these movies. Even superhero movies. Like, I think we're in a different time right now. But that time, everybody had good bodies. You know, everybody was fit.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, it just motivates. And all those martial art movies had training sessions, like Rocky in the mountains. Van Damme was doing splits. everybody was training, and you just see that, and like, wow. And at some point I was like, I want to do this myself, because you become, I started to fight like movies. I didn't fight like the proper karate techniques. I was watching so many movies. The tournaments I did like that, and they said, you're a little bit different. You fight different. But I hit people with the high kicks, with the I hit people with it, and some guy said, you know what? I think you should play movies. I think it's better for you.
Wow.
And I started to believe that.
Yeah.
I started to believe that, and we just lived like it. Like in school, we wear the Colbert, the jackets, do the hair like Van Damme, and people were like, "What's going on?" Like, this is not carnival or something. But we had our identity already. We didn't need approval from others. We are already in this dream. We were a little bit ridiculized, me and my friend, but we didn't care. And I want to advise this to others watching now. Like, just be yourself. Don't care if you like something, and speak out for your dream.
That's it. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. I'm so happy that you are telling the audience that, because that is the utmost truth. And you can definitely throw a high kick. I mean, I've seen how you can split and kick high. And I remember you telling me that you used to kick the ceiling. You used to kick the ceiling. You used to punch.
Oh, yeah.
That's how dedicated you were. Tell us more about that.
Okay. Well, we live in a house. I was on the top floor. We were not rich, so we were happy with small things. That is very important.
Yes.
My parents always support me. But the ceiling in my because it's a top floor, was like this. So the ceiling, like till 1 meter till like 3-4 meters. So I tried to kick high, and I tried to hit the ceiling, but it was like when you hit it, there will be a hole in it. So like a fingerprint almost. So every time I tried to kick higher, and there were all marks on the ceiling, and I wanted to go, because the ceiling's like this, I wanted to reach higher and higher, and like a record. And there were Van Damme posters, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
yes,
in the closet.
Wow.
And my dad didn't know, behind those posters were all holes in them, because sometimes we kick, right? We try to kick the wall, and then you break it. So after when I moved the house, my dad removed the poster, and he said, "What is this? All these holes, and this room is damaged." But I try to hide it always. So, but that's like souvenirs, it's like souvenirs.
Yeah.
It is the best. And there was always a girl on the opposite side of my house, was another house, and she was always watching. And I was in love with this girl, and she's always secretly watching. Like, why is this guy training?
Yeah.
So, we a little bit had an audience too. We had an audience as well, like this girl. So it was great times, we were young.
Yeah.
So innocent, so pure.
Yeah.
And these days, the purity is I hope people can get back to the purity of the art, of love for doing something.
That's
and like, to the purest form, be motivated. Like we have an event now in Holland, movie fighting workshop, and a lot of people are motivated.
Yeah.
But some people, you still have to, even if they have a dream, like they say, "Oh, let me see if I have time." Like, what? This is your dream. If you have time, I would be there.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to be in an event about action movies, I would be the first. Right? So the mentality has changed. It's terrible. But you know what? If there's less people motivated, we have more chance to do it ourselves.
That's the truth.
It's like that. It has to be hard.
Yeah.
Easy like that. And let the rest play games or do their things.
It's the serious ones that make it in the world. It's the serious ones, the dedicated ones that actually achieve their goals. And I found it very interesting that you also, in those days, used to do fight choreography or sequences to music. I know you love to do it to Eye of the Tiger as well. I think that's amazing. Tell us about that. What brought you to do that, and was it fun?
Oh, first of all, it is super fun because it's on the beat. There was a karate challenge that was back in the days, 1994, and they said, let's do karate on music. And it's going to be a tournament.
Oh.
But I was the only one who prepared something. So I came there and they said, why you don't bring a radio? I said, radio? The event should have a radio, not me. Said, well, you
Yeah.
are the only one and you can't do it. There's no tournament. So they said, okay, you can come back next month in a European contest. You can give a demo. Let's do it like a demo. And they
Oh.
played this song, Eye of the Tiger, with snap, and every beat is like a kick or punch on the and that was my first demo. And I was on TV with that too, because I was the only one. And then my partner joined, and let's make movie fights. So
Yeah.
we went to those events, like these martial art tournaments, and just in between the break, we were fighting on music as well. And we make an ending like a movie, we were challenging each other. And 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 that's basically already like playing movies, just in fantasy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
amazing. It
yeah,
prepared you for what was to come, because I believe you had quite the breakthrough
yeah.
when you met Jackie Chan. Tell us about the time you met Jackie Chan and how all of that unfolded. I mean, my goodness.
Okay. Well, first of all, the feeling you have when you meet Jackie Chan, or when you play movies, or when you train, even before Jackie Chan, has
Yeah.
always been the same, the
Yeah.
same, the same excitement. So
Oh,
it
yes.
didn't change. It was always the same. Even training it feels as good.
Yes.
Jackie Chan is special. He came to Holland, and I was working, and my boss know I wanted to have a dream to play movies, and he said, Ron, Jackie Chan is in Holland. He said, really? Can I have a break? Right? So I sent him videos with this. I had the record highest kick,
Oh,
because I was on TV with this high kick record. I got the record, and this demo fights. I sent the video
yeah.
to the casting, and I became extra. So extra means that you are in the background. So
Mhm.
I was walking with a suitcase in the movie Who Am I in
Yeah.
Holland, Rotterdam. So actually you can see me in the background. But later I wanted more, right? Every time I see Jackie, like maybe I can talk to him, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I can talk to the stuntman. And then one girl said, talk to the Dutch stunt team. Maybe they can help you. So I go to the Dutch stunt team and I said, hi guys, my name is Ron. I said, who are you? Are you a stuntman? I said, no, but I want to fight Jackie Chan. And they were like, really? I said, like almost like, get out of here. You can jump from this building. If you make it, then maybe, we can talk about it. But literally, like, get out now before we beat you up. It was like
Oh,
this vibe.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So remember the Dutch stunt team. Remember that
Yeah.
because I'm going to get back to this.
Yeah.
And then there was a Jackie Chan stuntman, old guy with no hair. He played in the movie Wheels on Meals. You will see him. He's a small guy. And I said, sorry, but I want to fight Jackie Chan. He said, you know what? Give me a show reel. And a show reel is a videotape. So I made another one, like a special one. I was a graphic designer. So I made a poster in the video,
Yeah.
like I was already an action star, right? But
Oh,
I wasn't. So they saw this video in the break. It was my last day of being in the background.
yeah.
And then Jackie Chan team called me. They said, we want to see you live. Jackie Chan is waiting for you. I said, really? I said, yes. Jackie Chan waiting for you. Show this, what you did in the video. Show it now in front of him. So I had
Wow.
to do all this kick. I was good in leg holding, like
Yeah.
almost 180 degrees.
Wow.
Like in the Eye of the Tiger, I also do that in that demo. Um, and some stuntmen, they did some combo, like one,
Oh,
2, 3, and then bam, get hit, and then look back
yeah.
like that. So it looked a little bit like that fight I did with my friends in the demo. It looked almost same. So
Yeah.
okay, I did that. I did it exactly like this with this look, and they said, okay, wait 5 minutes, and then they start to measure the measurement. They said, what is this? They said, you get the final fight in this movie. I said, there's no one like you. Like there were 20 guys auditioning for this part, and you are the best.
Oh, wow.
They really said it. Sorry, guys, I don't want to brag, but this is really what they said.
Yes.
So I got the final fight, and 1 week later, I was on the rooftop of Rotterdam on the Netnoord building,
Yeah.
fighting with Jackie Chan. And what do you think the Dutch stunt team, who said like, get out, you think they were happy?
Mhm.
No, they wanted to beat me up. They were so angry, because they wanted to fight Jackie, and they
Yeah.
didn't get it like that much. So they were angry. My
Yeah.
boss, actually, who sent me, actually regretted my boss, because I couldn't work for like 3 weeks. And he was like, I think you're gonna get fired. Yeah,
I
yeah, I
hope
think
he
you're gonna
didn't
get
fire
fired.
you.
And then okay, and actually I got fired.
Oh, you did? Oh
And
my
after
God.
I got fired. Yeah,
Oh
I got
no.
fired. But I came back, and I just came back, started working. And he said, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here in the office?" I said, "Well, I come to work." He said, "You, but you were fired." I said, "Oh, don't worry, let's keep going."
Good.
I mean, in
I
life, that is
like
the
that.
mentality, right? You just keep
I
going.
like that. I do.
And he was laughing, like, yeah. And some people, when I walk in the office, they're already like, like, oh shit, it's gonna be trouble, right? I was just laughing, like, and I think that mentality we should have in life. Like, if you have disappointments or setbacks, right?
That's,
Setbacks,
yeah,
just keep going, like nothing happened, like
that's
that.
it.
Try it, and it's
True.
super cool. Like,
I
yeah, we
believe
are
that.
sensitive people, but just go for it. Yeah,
Just go. Just go. Don't stop. Always just go. And
yeah,
when you and I talked, I remember making a note of you saying that fighting Jackie Chan is like being in a Formula One race. It's like next level. He's so fast, and it's a huge
yeah,
accomplishment. I want to compliment you for going onto that set, having the courage to do that, and just jumping into that role and completing it, and just, not backing
yeah.
down at all. You just went. There were obstacles, but you just do it. You just did it. That's amazing. I think
Yeah.
that's commendable, really.
Well, thank you so much. The thing is that you think that we did it, right? But then it starts, and then
Yeah.
you have to fight Jackie Chan. Now, as you said, fighting Jackie Chan, I never did any movie, so we did demo fights. But Jackie Chan is one
Yeah.
of the highest levels in the world. So
Yes.
it's like you just have a driving license and you do the Formula One. Like, he's so fast and so demanding. Like, nowadays they have workshops. So the day
Yeah.
before they show you the choreography, and the next day you shoot it. Not with Jackie Chan. You just do it on the spot. Like 5 minutes before, punch, punch, kick, like 15 moves. You have to look a certain way. You have to exactly stop here in a
Yeah.
certain rhythm. Because Jackie Chan is more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this rhythm. Exactly perfect. And I never did any movie. So this is like crazy. And
Yeah.
I managed to do it, but in the beginning I had to get used to it. And they made a video of that,
Yes.
and they showed it to the world, like some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me look so good, but at the end we adapted and we learned it. And
Yes.
actually we did it.
Yeah.
And and it was a big gift fighting Jackie, but it had another side. Like, I had to overcome
Yes.
all these things you normally have to learn in 5 years just in one
Yeah.
day. And some people are laughing like, oh, you couldn't do it, and it's not but really, believe me, any stuntman I know,
Yes.
try it,
Yeah.
and you will
It,
sweat your pants off,
yeah. I
really.
believe that. Because it's
Yeah,
full contact,
but you
guys.
know
This
what?
is not just jokes. This is like real fighting. It's full contact all the time. And you did exceptionally well being in that spot and just, executing that moves. That's wonderful.
What saved me is the leg holding. So because of all the high kicks and Jacques Van Damme, we have to hold our leg like almost like ballet. And I
Yeah.
could stop in front of his face like this. So if I didn't have the control, maybe it would be difficult. So that saved me.
Yes.
And after that, it was so hard. After that, I said, I want to have more experience. I want
Mm.
to fight every action star possible, and I just keep going. And and in the office, yeah, it didn't work anymore. I felt in a cage after
Mm.
fighting Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Like so I saved money, and actually they promised me to go to Hong Kong,
Oh,
and it didn't happen. For 2 3 years I was at home, and after fighting Jackie Chan on this level, you are like, we have to do something.
yeah.
So let's change my life, save money. And some guy said, Ron, if you're in Hong Kong, you're gonna do movies. And I said, really? It's a little bit scary, scary. Like you don't know what is there. You
New
don't know this
territory.
world,
Yeah.
right? It's secret.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's protected, the movie business. You don't know.
Mm.
And then one director said, if you go to Hong Kong, you can play my movie. I said, okay, let's save money. Let's go. Yeah. And I had a few sponsors, like one security company, give me some money. I saved money for it, only for 2 weeks because Hong Kong is expensive. So I go to Hong Kong. And then the director said, sorry, Ron, but the movie is delayed.
Oh
It is
no.
canceled. Yeah, maybe later. Maybe later. But I just came. And I was like, oh no, all my money, right? And I'm in
Yeah.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So, I was young and I was desperate. Like, what can I do? So I think Hong Kong, you imagine on
Mm-hmm.
every street there's an actor. Like
Mm.
there's a director, every street there's a kung fu guy. Of course it's not, right? So I was doing kicks on the street in Hong Kong. Maybe someone will discover me, right? It
Yeah.
was like that. Of course not. So I almost had to go home. And the last day before I go home, I said, you know what? I don't care. I just
Mm-hmm.
walked to Hong Kong. And you believe it or not, you have to believe destiny a little bit. I see in
Yes.
the building John Woo office. And John Woo is famous director from Hard
Oh.
Target, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I think, you know what? I don't care. I just go inside. So I opened the door. It's real. I opened the door. They were doing some kind of training for a boxing movie. And they said, who are you? I said, well, I'm an actor. I work with Jackie Chan. Said, oh, we remember you.
Oh wow.
But are you a boxer? And I was not good in boxing. Now I was better at punches, but that time I was only kicking. I
Yeah.
said, yes, I'm a boxer. I'm a boxer. Yeah, no problem. So they let me do some punches, but I did free fight, so it's okay. The
Yeah.
free fight
Yeah.
was good punches. I got the part, but I said, sorry, I have to go back tomorrow. They said, you know what? We give you some money, you stay longer.
Oh.
And with that money, I could stay
Yeah.
and do the movie I came for, and another one on the top. So 3 movies in like 2 months.
Wow.
And that was just because one small thing happened, and I saw this building. So in life, when you really go for it,
Yeah.
like there's kind of abundance. Something will come to you at some point. It
Yeah.
is unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
Just go for it maximum,
Yeah.
and things will happen.
They
Yeah.
will. They will. I always
And
say
then,
it.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You want
yeah,
to?
yeah. So yeah, that's it. And
Yeah.
yeah, and
Oh.
then after that, okay, now I live in Thailand.
Oh.
Uh, so yeah, you have to be where it happened. We are like flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and the soil where the
Yes.
flower is on, have to
Yeah.
be right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
So in Holland, yeah, in Holland, the soil, there's no action movies in
Mm.
Holland, right? So I had to leave, and I had to find a place where they love action, and
Yeah.
that was Thailand.
Wow. How many years have you
Yeah,
been in Thailand now?
yeah. 20 years now. I
Oh.
have a son, a wife.
Oh, beautiful.
Thailand is great for many reasons. Yeah, they do this too in Thailand. Yes, this is the why.
Yes.
You can speak Thai a little bit. Speak Thai a little
Oh,
bit.
you can. Oh,
Sawadee
wow.
Cup. Sawadee Cup. So, hello. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes we do some TV series, but every TV series has fighting. So
Yes.
so there's always some action.
Uh-huh. Always some
and it's
action.
good. Now,
Yeah.
why I like Thailand? Yeah, Thailand is the center of action in
Oh.
Asia, and a lot of action movies come here. So Chinese movies come here now. India, Thai movies, Tony Jaa, the new kind of
Mhm.
Jackie Chan
Yeah.
from Thailand. Hollywood is coming here. So I could fight here with Scott Adkins, with Michael J. White, with Steven Seagal, with Tony Jaa. Uh, yeah, Marco Zaror, he's here now. The Marshall Club.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Those are
almost the back door of
names.
Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Those
back
are
door
big names.
and
Yeah.
only action. Yes,
Only
yes,
action, guys.
it's cool.
Yeah, it is. I saw you in a photo with Scott Adkins. And I wanted to ask you
Hmm.
about that because I watched
Uh,
Boyka and I watched Undisputed 1 and 2. And my good friend Silvio
yeah.
Seamack was fighting Scott Adkins in the opening scene.
Hmm.
Shout out to Silvio
Hmm.
Seamack as well. And I wanted to ask you, what's it like working with Scott
Yeah.
Adkins? Because you've worked with big stars as well. I mean, and they've worked with you, and you've
Yeah.
made such a huge success. I'm so honored to have you on the show. What's it like working with Scott and Michael J. White and them?
Oh, okay. Well, everyone is different, so they fight different. So we
Okay.
always have to adapt when we fight.
Uh,
One punch harder, one is faster, one is Tony Jaa will kick you really hard. Van Damme is you have to know how he is. Super
yeah.
cool though. All
Yes.
of them are cool. All martial artists are they're very cool. They have
Yes.
this honor to them, like
Mm,
the discipline and the
yes.
honor. And talk about Scott, he's a real gentleman. He's healthy, he's fit,
Yeah.
he's a real gentleman, and we came from the same area. So when I was in Hong Kong, I told you before this story.
Yes.
He was there that time. He was doing other movies in the
Oh,
same time. So we came up the same time. Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
And I always wanted to fight Scott. And they were talking about one guy back in the days in Hong Kong. Like there's a guy, he's very good. He can do flips, and
Yeah.
he's one of the best. And they were talking about Scott, and that was in
Oh,
2000 back in the days.
oh,
They were
wow.
talking about him. He was like they were like gossiping about him in a good way. Like
Yeah.
there's one guy, he's amazing, and that was Scott in his early days.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Silvio is cool. I still want to fight Silvio.
Sylvia, yeah, that will come. Those movies will come, Ron,
Yeah.
because you talked about destiny, and I really believe. Look at the
Yeah.
moves that you made, where you went, and what times you were in certain places. You were with the right people at the right time, as Scott was, as all these
Mm.
wonderful martial artists,
Yeah.
were. And you definitely your destiny and Scott's destiny. It's already written out for you, but you took the courage to take that step. You took the courage to take that leap of faith and to say, well, I'm going to go into that studio and say, here I am, I'm an actor. And you ended up being in 3
Mm.
movies for that time, and you've accomplished so much.
Yeah.
Now, it's not an easy road. We talked about that. And you mentioned your beautiful wife and your
Yeah.
child, and that they have to be very
Mm.
strong when they are in this entertainment world, when they are, supporting you. Tell us a little bit more about that, because we need the listeners to know.
Yeah. Yeah. This is very important, and believe it or not, maybe the most important thing, because I always say it's not the goal itself or the opponent in the ring, which is the hardest.
That's it.
Acting and fighting is cool. It's cool.
Yes.
The hardest thing is the environment around you to to make that optimize that you can go for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the people expect from you, even your parents, not in my case, they
Yeah.
support me, but some parents, they want you to do the same they did, or they want you
Mm-hmm.
to be safe, right? Movie business is not safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's risk. You not sometimes you not have money, or
Yeah.
you never know. Things get delayed, canceled.
That's
It's
it.
like a heartbeat, but that's actually good, a heartbeat. I'll tell
Yes.
you later about it. But my ex-girlfriend said, you know what? I support you. But
Mm.
if you are 30 and you're not famous, I want you to quit. I said, you support
Oh,
me, right? So, but I have to quit if I'm not famous and 30? She said, yes. I said, well, I think when I'm 30, it just starts. And we
Yes.
were on a holiday, and the whole holiday was bitter.
Mm.
And so, the outside world tries to put
Mm.
you back, like back to safety, back to
Mm.
comfort. And
Yes.
and and this is very like adventure, but you never know. And some girls cannot handle that, or
Yes.
family members, and they laugh
Yeah.
about you. Like, are you sure? Like, you know, of friends even karate partners who trained with
Oh,
me before, they were laughing. Like,
oh.
you have this weird dream, like do normal. Life is already tough enough. Right? Just be normal. But there's no safety. Look at COVID, right? Even people
Mm-hmm.
with restaurants, they lose their jobs.
That's
There's the best thing safe is what you're good at. What do you write? And then it's not work. I wake up, we editing stuff. Here, this is kids from Africa, right?
oh,
They do the style recharge, which I developed. They're
oh,
doing it. This is a sword fight movie. Like, it was so cool. Like, those things will never happen if you disappear into safety,
that's it.
right? It will never happen.
Yeah.
You have to go for it. And believe me, more is possible than you think. And
Yes.
people think, it's not for me. If you go for it, believe me, I know this business. I see people coming to Thailand sometimes, and they get stuff.
Oh,
You just have to go for it. Yeah. So my wife now, I know her 14 years. Actually, yesterday was the anniversary. 14
oh,
years. The first day I saw this
congratulations.
girl, I said, I'm gonna marry this girl. The first day. And with some girls, I was 5 years together. I don't feel it, but this one was like,
You
I'm
knew.
gonna marry this girl. Like, she's so, I feel myself. You
Yes.
have to be yourself, right?
Yes.
And my
That's it.
son is so lovely. Like, and I'm not pushing him because I know it's not working. I just make him when I was young. Remember we spoke about it, about
Yeah.
curious, like
Yes.
find out what it is.
Yeah.
So I make him very curious. Like, what is Papa doing? Is he
Yeah.
fighting today? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right? So he's asking questions like, what are you doing, Papa? Are you riding horse today? Are you, you know,
Yeah.
like he said, oh,
Good.
today we do sword fighting. And then he takes a sword himself and he started to train and just try to figure it out. Like, it's so cool.
It is.
Um, so we keep it mystery a little bit, but I'm not pushing because
Yeah.
kids will say, no, Papa, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We
so we
can't.
do it the right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We can't force them, but
Yeah.
you are doing it the right way.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's coming to me like before sleep, Papa, let's do push-ups. I say,
Oh.
really? Push-ups? And I promise every push-up he do, I'm gonna do two. So I have to double it. And say, Papa, I want you to do 20 push-ups today. So now it's almost the opposite. You tell me what to do. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Like he's the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if that is the way what worked for him,
That's it.
okay. But if he's just happy doing other things, it is everybody's their own life.
That's true.
As long as they can live, and it's
That's true.
important. I feel a lot of people these days are not alive. Like
Mm-hmm.
like look in the subway, right? People just
Yeah.
standing there like zombies. The
Yep.
only relief they have is a diamond game in their phone,
Yep.
collecting diamonds. If that is your highlight of the day, I'm sorry, but I think there's more highlights,
Mm-hmm.
and not that zombie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can get angry at me for this, but I think we're living in a zombie world.
Yeah.
The energy is low,
Yep.
and find your purpose. Find your purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you find your purpose, you'll find happiness as well, like you did. You went after your dream and you
Yeah, and
found
then
happiness. 14 years. Congratulations. That's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we wake up good, and then when you feel good, you also you automatically make your family feel good,
That's it.
right? We not moody. We okay. But one thing is important for relationships. Remember that your wife or
Yeah.
girlfriend also have dreams. So it's not about you only. Like, I am the star and it's all about me. It's not like that. It's teamwork. And
Yes.
when you achieve the things, it's also good for her. Like she want to go somewhere, or let's do it, right? Because we made it. Like
Yes.
it is teamwork.
It's
And in the
teamwork.
West, it's more like a battle sometimes. Here
Mm,
is teamwork. Yeah, and
that's the
that's very cool. It's very cool.
It's very
Yeah,
cool. You guys are so blessed. It's amazing. And I agree with you. Most people out there today, they exist. They're not living. They're really just trying to get through every single day. And that's not what life is about. Life has to be an adventure. Because why else are we doing what we are doing, guys? Start to live. Stop
yeah.
existing. Stop telling yourself you can't achieve those dreams and goals. Yeah, you've heard from Ron. He just went out, he did it, he had faith, he took that jump, and he made it. And it's the same for you out there. If you're in the audience and you're too scared to make that decision, or maybe you're too scared to take that leap of faith, just go and do it, because it's not worth it just to
Yeah.
exist day in, day out, like a zombie, like Ron said. Just enjoy life and have adventures, guys. My goodness, there's so much to do out there.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the joy is not in the big things, because sometimes it looks like I talk about big things. It's in small things too, like a training. Just find your balance, find your peace, find your spot. If you see why I'm training, it's the opposite. Like it looks like the red carpet and all of this, but
Yeah.
actually we strip down till the most basic. I wear very simple clothes. I'm in a parking with dust. I'm sweating. I am dirty. I'm training. You have to go deep to find yourself in the
Yeah.
purest form, and
Yeah.
then you can give it to others. It's not about the luxuries and those things. It looks like it sometimes,
Yeah.
and some old managers from the past tell me, oh, you have to always be like this. Yeah, sometimes we have to, but not all the time. That's fake. We have to be
That's
real.
true.
And I want to connect with everyone, not
Mm.
only the high so, or not.
Mm.
I don't do like this, but the people who think they're better than others.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You have to connect with everyone. Look at the African kids I just showed you.
Yes.
They love it. They send me videos. I promote it. It's
Yeah.
so cool. They are still motivated. Like in the 80s. Like
Love
in
it.
Africa, it's still the 80s right now. It's cool.
It's
And
true.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that. But people try to find it in other things which are not
Mm.
real. Like we have to show off our watch, our car, and it's all
That's true.
borrowed money, borrowed time. It's
Oh,
not real, and people
not real.
miserable from it.
It's all smoke and
Yeah.
mirrors. Yeah. I remember you telling me about an uncle that really inspired you. He's a pianist.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's two uncles. First is Uncle Kees. It's a Dutch name, Uncle Kees. He said, Ron, I think you're not gonna make money with normal education. I think you're gonna make money with what you really love.
Yeah.
So he was the first one, and there was Uncle Richard, and that uncle was the most naughty guy in the world. Like literally, he took out the dental from a teacher, the dental, because the teacher put it in his drawer when he go to the toilet. He throw it out of the window. Like he did very bad stuff.
Oh my
He got dismissed from school. He didn't study. My grandma, because it's the son of my grandma,
Yeah.
my uncle, was crying every night like this guy is not gonna make it. I don't know what to do. But one thing he did, he loved piano. He played piano every day. But
Beautiful.
his school was terrible, but he just played piano. And guess what? He became the best of the whole family. He he plays piano now. He make a CD. He made a
Yes.
CD. He
Wow.
plays piano. He has the most money of everyone, but that's not important. But he's the most wealthy guy, and he is the most happy. Like he's just laughing every day,
Yeah.
and playing piano, and then entertain people, and he's the happiest of the whole family without
Amazing.
just doing what he loves. And that's an example.
Doing that.
Just
That's
doing by what he loves.
that's the truth.
Uncle Richard.
Uncle Richard, shout
Yeah.
out to
So
Uncle
check Uncle
Richard.
Richard. Uncle Richard. Yeah.
I always say we're
Yeah.
passion
You know
and
what?
fruit
You won't believe it.
magic. Hey?
You know what happened to Uncle Richard? You know what happened to Uncle Richard?
Uh-uh.
He was pranking so many people because he's a happy guy, right? He pranking so many people. They sent him to a TV program, a pranking show
Yeah.
to do a prank with him because he always prank everyone because he's so happy, he always makes joke to people. So they make a joke to him back. Like they got him in a TV program and did some jokes to him. And
Yeah.
he got caught. So yeah, he even came on TV with it. Like,
You see?
because it's such an exceptional man,
Yeah.
and that's an example for me. Like, just do it. Just go.
Do it.
What makes you feel happy?
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna be rare. You have to be rare, like a diamond. You have to be different.
Yes.
But one thing I always say: don't be different. Be different from the different. So I have to explain that a little bit. I have to explain. When we play movies, we have like 50 stuntmen. 50 stuntmen. They just do that thing and they just train every day a little bit. But from those 50, you can have a normal stuntman life.
Yeah.
But you have to be different also from this group. So you have to be different from the already different. And that make the real difference.
That's it.
So I was disappearing into a stunt team. And they were like, "Oh, you're a little bit a boxing bag, from all the action stars." And then I said, "Okay, let's be different. I'm gonna make my own fighting style."
Oh.
I made recharge because I was ridiculed for being a stuntman in general, and I always wanted to be special. And let's make my own fighting style based on video games. And here it is. It's like all these combos. What you see, it's all designed by hand, like one by one. Every night on this parking here, you see it here. I'm training here. This is a dusty parking. It's dirty.
Yeah.
This is the place. And I design, I choreograph combos, and I use that in movies.
Oh, wow.
And without this, I wouldn't go to Italy. I wouldn't have workshops. I wouldn't fight Marco Zaror and the Martial Club this week if I didn't develop this.
Yes.
Because you need to have flavor. It's like a restaurant, right? You have to put some herbs on it. You have to put some salt and pepper. You have to make your recipe. Yes. Right? It's like that.
That's it.
Yes. And this is basically how we design the combo.
Yeah.
And recharge is based on lightning. So lightning is like bouncing off. So Mark has wing flow. So when somebody blocks, he will flow into a next move. Yes. So I cannot copy him, because I hate copy. But recharge is electric, like bouncing off. So you hit someone, it bounces off, bam. Or a punch goes into a block. So like this. And it became something out of nothing.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Like molecules, you universe shaped.
Yes.
and believe it or not, it's like that. It's like that.
That's true. And, that's very unique. Mark started his own system, Wing Flow. You've got your own. There we go. There's the African kids doing Wing Flow. Recharge. They just did the recharge on the screen. I saw it there. So how do you...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes. How do you teach them? Do you teach them online?
Well, the kids just saw the clips. They just see the clips on YouTube and they copy it. And some people, I don't like copycats, but those kids, I love them to do it.
They did it
and it's such an honor for me. If those kids love it, like they said, "Hey, we like your style. Can we do your combos?" I said, "Go for it." Wow. And now we're gonna do it in Italy as well. We're gonna be a first teacher is gonna be there. We're gonna do it worldwide. In America, we're gonna do this. But you have to create something else. I cannot bring it. I cannot bring me just being standard. You won't get hired. You need to make your niche, your own thing. Yes. And this took time, and this is not one day. This is every night, every day, for like 6 years, besides all the other work.
I can see.
Every night, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what happens?
You
know what happens in the beginning? Yeah, it will come again. It will come again. You know what happens? The first thing what people do when you do your own thing, they ridiculize you. They will laugh. That's the first thing, always. Like, "Oh, look what he's doing." You know, who does he think he is? Do you think he is some kind of master? Right? They always laugh first. The second, they quiet, and the third, I don't know, they disappear. So,
Bye bye.
but you always get ridiculed, like Elvis Presley, right? All the
Yes.
Muhammad Ali, all the everyone get ridiculed if you want to do something big. So
Mm.
this is almost a confirmation that you're
Yes.
doing good. Let
That's it.
people talk about you, else you're not interesting. Let them do
Yeah.
it. Let them hit you. You
Mhm.
want to be strong.
Yeah.
Let them do it. Take it
Yeah.
and
Body
accept it.
conditioning.
Don't
Yeah.
fight it.
I believe
Yes.
that.
Yeah, and mental conditioning too. Mental.
Yeah. That's it. Mental
Yep.
conditioning. And you know what? You have been a pioneer in so many areas for people out there to be inspired. You just went after your dream. You've built the
Mm.
life that you want, that you're passionate about, and you started the recharge system. And I agree with you. I don't care about what people say. I commend you. I'm sure they are going to be cheering you on as well because they're going to see this excellent style of yours. And we don't care about the people that are negative because you and I and the people that we connect with, we are high energy people, we are positive people, and we are people who get things done. So I want to say, my goodness, I'm so proud
Yeah.
of you for
Right.
everything that you've accomplished from those younger years, being younger and smaller and frail. And you've just grown into this
Yeah.
amazing person with this beautiful family, and I'm proud to know you. I really commend you on that. Wonderful, wonderful, Rod.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's a big honor. And one small thing, the guys who ridicule, right, are actually the ones who gave up
Aha,
unconsciously on their own dream. So
that's
they,
it.
they don't like it if someone is still going for it and still try because they already gave up on themselves. And that is the secret behind the people who ridiculize others. And so you kind of know. Think about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
true. Those are wise words. Those are wise words. So go and think about that, audience. And I want to say, Ron, since I met you the first time, we've talked so fluently and we really connected. And I want to thank you for that. I'm really blessed to know you as a friend. And thank you for being in this interview.
Yeah.
And it
Likewise.
was an honor for me. Thank you so much. Do you have any final words for the audience that you want to close this session off with? What's your final words to them?
Well, I first of all, I love you, the audience. I love you. Thanks for watching. It's very cool. And I have a few sayings always. I always say life is action. Life
Mm-hmm.
is action. So it is action, basically.
True.
Be different from the difference. That's what I always say. And the
Beautiful.
third one is the biggest opponent in life is not the goal itself. That's the fun. But just make sure around you create your world. You're the casting director of your life. Follow your feeling. If
Mm.
you feel negative or you feel tired with certain people around you, select and be, you create it. You're the boss. Don't disappear in expectations of others. You're in charge from now on, if you're not yet, and just go for it. And you know what? You cannot fail. It looks
Mm.
sometimes like you fail. If you
Yeah.
maybe have setbacks or it doesn't work, you're not failing. You're learning. You need it. Look at
Yes.
me when Jackie Chan, when I fight him, how hard it was. It was very hard,
Yeah.
but I needed it.
Yeah.
And life is not what you want only. It's also what you need to
Mm.
what you want. You
Yeah.
need things. One guy came to Thailand. He almost cried. He wanted to go home. He said, I cannot make it. I said, no, wait. He stayed one more year. Now he's playing movies almost every day. So he
Yes.
needed to go through all this.
Yeah.
And it was hard. But now he's so happy he didn't go back.
Good.
See? So never give up on yourself. You know who you are. You know who you are, and stand for it. And let nobody tell you otherwise. That's my
Absolutely.
message for everyone. Mm.
Thank you
And I
so
love you all.
much.
And thank you also so much for the great interview and letting me telling this story.
My
That's very cool.
thank you.
And also keep going with the great interviews because I'm sure you inspire people with letting them share their stories.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Ron. Thank you so much. We'll be in contact. Have a beautiful day. See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Take care. Life is action. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.